Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you guys missed it, we have some new daily energy draws going up this week and new Ascension Confessions videos. I've been through quite a lot this weekend, especially, it's not just the energies of the full moon, it's a lot in my own journey. And I shared what's been going on in my own journey, including walking away from the person that is my person, from my divine counterpart. Reaching a point where I valued myself and valued him too much to just allow that behavior anymore. It was too painful. You know, we had to close out that cycle, and I valued myself too much to just allow that to continue. And it was very painful this weekend, but I realized that I had to make that decision to let him go, and letting him go, but still loving him. Letting him go and still loving him, that's what this journey really teaches you. It teaches you how to love unconditionally, and that is unconditional love. It's love without restrictions, love without attachment, love without binding somebody to you. And I really had to let him go in order to love myself. And it was the hardest decision I've ever made in my life. But it was one that had to be made. So go ahead and listen to the Ascension's Confession video, episode 16. I'll link it in the description box below, or you can check it out in the playlist. I share my story. I share my emotions surrounding it. You know, I don't know what I don't know what my future holds. I don't know what my journey looks like going forward. All I know is that it looks a lot like loving myself. It looks a lot like loving myself as I continue to love him. So I'm not going to be talking so much about my divine counterpart anymore. I will always believe that he is my divine counterpart. I will always believe he's my person, but I have to let that go. I have to let part of that journey go. But I still believe in this journey. I still believe in ascension. I still believe in awakening. I still believe in divine counterparts. I still believe he's mine. But for the sake of both of us, I have to let that go. You know, I just have to let that part of the journey go. But I will still be here for you guys. Because like I said, I still full-heartedly believe in this journey. I still believe in union. I still believe in divine partners. I do believe that my divine partner and I will come back together someday. But I want it to be in a healthy way. I want both of us to be healthy. I don't want the toxic energy anymore. I don't want the in and the out. I want us both to commit to this. I want us both to want this. And the way I feel about it is, you know, one person cannot be holding up a relationship. That's not a relationship at all. And sometimes it takes an act of self-love to really create that change for yourself, for your life, because you can't keep yourself in a holding pattern. You can't. You can't keep your life stagnant. You have to keep moving forward no matter what. And sometimes, especially in divine partnerships, if you cannot heal together, you have to heal apart. And sometimes it takes being apart to understand the love that you have for one another. And that's where I was. I realized I had to let him go to fully embrace how much he loved me, to fully believe how much he loved me, and to know how much I love him. And so it was an act of unconditional love that I let him go. And, you know, wherever his path takes him, I just love him so dearly, and I wish him well. And I wish good things for myself, too. I wish good things for my own path. So, if you want to learn more, you can listen to the Ascension Confessions video. What we're going to do today, I usually have on Mondays, we have a new schedule going up. You can check out the featured video, or you can check us out on Instagram or Facebook or on susandonspiritual.com. I have the schedule up all over those places as well. So Mondays is going to be Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine readings. We'll have two. I do them separately. Wednesdays we have union energies. Fridays we have divine partnership energies, and I will be introducing something a little bit different with that. so stay tuned for Friday. We'll also have weekend updates, and I always have the daily energy draws. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel to keep up with all of that. I would usually have the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine reading, but today, well, I had a really rough weekend, so I was not in the mood for those readings. Also, today we have the full moon in Sagittarius, so I thought we would just do a general check-in on the energies with the full moon in Sagittarius. Now, what's interesting about Sagittarius is for the past few months, I have been channeling the energy of a bowstring, slingshot, where you're pulling back, and we were in this stuck energy of just, we had pulled back, and it was that tension. You know, when you pull back on a bow and arrow, you feel that tension. Back in, I think it was either April or May, I felt that energy release, and it felt like we were shifting into a new cycle, and Spirit is telling me, yes, you were shifting into a new cycle. You were closing out karmic cycles and shifting into something new. However, it has taken a while for that energy to integrate. And what they're telling me, what they had begun to channel to me, was that coming up on the summer solstice, there was going to be a major portal opening up. Now, I didn't realize at the time that it was a full moon in Sagittarius, and the summer solstice obviously is this weekend. But I didn't realize that the full moon coming up in June was a full moon in Sagittarius, which is the archer, the bow and arrow. So what is so interesting about that is what they have been telling me, Spirit has been telling me, is that it is that arrow that had been released and taking its sweet time getting there, is now reaching its target, because we have the full moon, which is all about releasing, all about letting go, all about closing out cycles, all about clear communication, all about what is it that you want to truly manifest, letting go of the things that aren't working for you, coming back into alignment with the things that are. So the full moon is, in essence, a portal as well, but we also have the energy of this summer solstice portal that is also leading into eclipse season. We have, I think the first eclipse is on July 2nd, not the first eclipse, but solar eclipse on July 2nd, I believe it is. They're showing me July 2nd. I think that's what it is. Correct me if I'm wrong. But so a lot of stuff happening astrologically right now, cosmically right now, a lot of energy happening right now, a lot of changes being made is what they're saying. And what they were channeling to me in the last few readings was, with this summer solstice portal, it's either you step through the door or the door closes behind you. Either you're ready or you're not. Either you're willing or you're not. And what that portal is this next stage of evolution. It's this next stage of your own soul's growth. It's this next stage of the ascension journey, moving into that higher dichotomy, moving into that higher dimension, anchoring into that 5D dimension. Because right now we've kind of been in the 4th dimension, which is kind of straddling the 3rd and the 5th, right? And we've been really working on bringing that 5th dimension down. This is really launching us into anchoring into that 5th dimensional reality. And it's almost like that portal is a door, and what they're saying is, are you ready for it? Are you ready to step through? And if you're not, that's fine. If these messages are not resonating with you, you're not missing out. It's just where you are in your own soul's growth. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Please, please have compassion for yourself. Please have kindness for yourself. There is no hierarchy here. It's just a matter of, if you trust your own intuition, are you ready or not? And there will be other options, there will be other opportunities, but for the segment that I specifically read for, that I seem to be channeling for, it's, are you going to let fear hold you back, or are you going to listen to your own soul, trust the blueprint and your higher self that your soul and your higher self had laid out for you, and are you going to walk through that door to that higher level that you know that you're ready for? That's the question. So that's interesting. I wasn't expecting that channeled message, but that's what's coming through right now. So that's kind of cool. So yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to get some energies for the collective for what's going on with this full moon in, I keep wanting to say Gemini, but that was the new moon in Gemini. We're still in Gemini season, but this is the moon in Sagittarius. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to just get some energies and see what's going on, and then I think what we'll do is we'll just do like a union energy reading and see past, present, and future, and see what comes through, masculine, feminine. The energies I'm feeling are getting quite blurred, so I'm not called so much to channel specifically for the divine masculine or for the divine feminine. I just kind of channeling what comes through because the energies are becoming quite blurred. I'm still going to have the divine masculine, divine feminine readings on Mondays until I'm called to stop those. But I'm being called to more union energies. So I find that interesting as well. We are really in the process of union, integrating union. And I know for myself, you know, I walked away from my divine counterpart. Like, in essence, you would think that union isn't happening, but at the same time, I feel him with me all the time. I feel like we're still coming into union, and whether or not that transpires in the external 3D world, in the external 3D plane, it's almost like it doesn't matter, because I do believe that we are in union in our hearts, in our souls. It feels like he's there. Like, it feels like he's there. I don't quite know how to explain it. The love is very, very strong, and whether or not we actually choose to work in a higher level of commitment, in a relationship, in a partnership, you know, that remains to be seen. But I still believe in union energies. I still believe in harmony, and I do believe that is there in the higher levels. It's there on the inside. It's there on the inside, and it takes two to manifest on the external, especially when you're in a relationship. It takes two coming into alignment. It takes two to work on the relationship. You can manifest it, but the other person does have free will as well. So if they don't want that relationship, that's up to them. You know, that's up to them. But I do believe fully that, you know, I still believe in union, and I still believe that my divine counterpart and I are in the process of union, at least in the inside me. I mean, I feel the energies. I feel it. I don't quite know what to say. This journey is not what I had imagined it. It's not what I understood it to be at the very beginning. The more I experience, the more I'm realizing that it is my own experience, and it might not match with what other people are experiencing or what other teachers or guides are saying union is supposed to be. But I'm trusting my own experience. And I do fully believe that someday we'll come back together in the 3D. I do fully believe that. He has always been my best friend. He has always been the person that I love most in this world. He's always been the person that I want that physical, loving, romantic partnership, that lifetime soulmate relationship with. Because he's more than a twin flame. He's a soulmate to me. That's the depth of this connection that I feel for him. But regardless, you know, if we have to walk our own paths separately for a while, you know, that's this love, and it does not prevent union from coming in. That's where you have to trust the universe, that the universe is doing what it needs to do for your own healing, for your own growth, and that your union is protected no matter what. Your union is protected no matter what decisions are made, and that everything is unfolding exactly how it's meant to be, and I trust in that now. I trust in that. So it might not look like what other people channel. It might not look like what other people believe, but this is my experience, and I honor my experience, and I trust in my experience, and I also trust in this journey. I fully trust in this journey, and I do believe that we are in the process of union, and that's possibly why things are so difficult, because we're integrating those energies, but I also believe that when we're meant to come together, we'll come together, and whether that's a week from now, whether that's a few months from now, whether that's a few years from now, you know, I'm trusting in this journey, and that is part of the letting go that I had to do. And I'll be honest with you guys, it was very difficult, but it feels good right now. It feels good trusting, just trusting that things will align when it's meant to align, and no more, no less than that. So if you guys are still resonating with me, you know, that's amazing. That's great. I'm still going to channel what I channel. I'm still going to, you know, when I channel, I remove my ego. You know I talk about my story a lot, but I'm channeling directly from spirit. So take the messages as they resonate for you. Okay. Let's see what we've got for this full moon in, I just want to say Gemini. Full moon in Sagittarius. Gemini is the lovers. They just showed me the lovers card in the tarot deck. Gemini is the lovers. So definite union energies coming through here. Definite shifts in energy. Definite transformations in partnership. Okay, Spirit, what do you have to say for hold your vision? Hold your vision. Keep having faith. Keep having faith. So, okay, so I'm actually being called to say this. Hold your vision and have faith. Just like I was saying, I still have faith in union. I still have faith in my journey. I still have faith in my divine counterpart. But I still walked away. I still had to let him go because I could not tolerate the toxic behavior that was between us. I could not allow that to continue. Like, it just wasn't healthy for either of us. And so I had to let him go. But that doesn't mean that I stopped believing. That doesn't mean that I've stopped loving. And so I'm called to say that with this card. Hold your vision, but also value yourself and love yourself enough to know when something isn't working for you. That's part of you speaking up for yourself. That's part of you standing in your light and standing in your truth and standing in your power. You have to stand up for yourself, even to your divine counterpart, especially to your divine counterpart. You have to stand up for what is right for you, because even if it is a twin flame connection, that doesn't mean anything. That's just a label. And even in such a connection like this, sometimes you have to let go, especially if there's toxic behaviors. And yeah, I'll admit it, there were toxic behaviors on both of our ends. But if we're not willing to work together, then, you know, what can you do? What can you do? You have to be willing to stand up for yourself and make that change and change direction, take action and yeah, take action and make that change. Don't let your past hold you back. Now, the full moon is all about manifesting, setting the intentions for what it is that you do want in your life, and letting go of the things that aren't working for you. And so if you're still holding on to past behaviors, if you're still holding on to past relationships, toxic behavior, things that aren't working, for me, I also had to let go of the good memories so I could welcome in the new. A few weeks ago, I went through a period where it's almost like a mini dark night of the soul, where I was begging Spirit to let me let go of my divine counterpart. And I said, what do I need to do to let go, to close out this cycle? And they kept showing me vision after vision and memory after memory, all the good moments with my divine counterpart. And it was so painful. And I said, what is this? And they said, you have to let go of the past completely. And they said, Susan, for you, you were holding on to all the good memories because you were so fearful that you wouldn't have anything else. And I'm realizing just now, guys, I'm sorry, I'm talking about my own journey a lot, but you know, that's part of what I do on this channel. And if it doesn't vibe with you, I send you love. And that's okay. It's okay. There are other readers that you might vibe with. But if you are resonating with me, you know, that's also why I share my story, because you might be connecting in this way. I'm realizing now that part of me needing to let go, like this was the second phase of this. This was the final phase of that letting go, because I had still been holding on to him. I had still been holding on to the past him. I still, by being afraid to physically walk away from him and not communicate with him, making that my choice not to communicate with him rather than him choosing not to communicate with me, that was me not just standing up for myself, but really letting go in all areas. And it was almost like I was so afraid to let go of him, so afraid to let go of our relationship, because I was afraid of welcoming in the new. I was afraid of what that might mean. Now, the new could mean somebody new, or it could mean giving him the space to grow and become the new person that he wants to become, that he's trying to become. Now, this is for general divine masculines, my divine masculine too, but I'm speaking of general divine masculines here. Are you willing to let go of the relationship that you had and who that person was so that they can grow into who they're meant to be? And maybe that's meant to be with you, and maybe that's meant to be with somebody else, but you have to be willing to let go of the past, because the past just holds you back. The past just keeps you cemented in one space, and you are a soul that is meant to grow. You are meant to evolve, and you're not evolving if you're just stuck in one place. You're not evolving if you're not looking at yourself and saying, okay, what is really holding me back? For me, what was really holding me back is I was so scared to let him go. I was so scared to let him go. I was so afraid to, like, for me, I had to block him on Facebook because I knew that I had no willpower, that I would just keep communicating with him and perpetuating the cycle that we were in. But I had been so afraid to do that, to unfriend him from Facebook, even though we have 1,000 other ways that we can communicate with each other. I was so afraid to unfriend him on Facebook because I felt like that would be it. I felt like that would be it, and maybe it isn't. I don't know, but I was so afraid of taking that action, even though we were in this toxic cycle. We were in this really unhealthy behavior with each other. I was so afraid. And by living in that fear, I was holding myself back. I was holding both of us back, and nothing new could welcome in. We couldn't even usher in a new phase of our relationship, something better, something healthier, if that's in the cards for us. I couldn't even welcome that in because I was holding back out of fear. I was still stuck in that energy of being afraid to let our relationship bloom into whatever it was meant to bloom into, to blossom into, because I wasn't valuing myself enough, not trusting myself enough to take that decisive action and say, this behavior that we were both exhibiting isn't okay with me. The in and out behavior is not okay with me. And the avoidant behavior is not okay with me. And so I was just holding myself back by not taking action to value myself enough and say that wasn't okay with me and prove that wasn't okay with me by taking that action. I was holding myself back. But especially with this full moon, you have to let go of things that aren't serving you. You have to let go and finally release things that are holding you back, things that are just tethering you to the ground when you're meant to soar, when you're meant to fly. They're showing me, it's an interesting what they're showing me. They're showing me a balloon, but it's almost like the balloon, the string of the balloon is wrapped around your ankle, and it's hidden, the string is under a rock. So you're tethered to the balloon that wants to lift you up, that wants to help you fly, but it's tethered to this rock that is just holding you down to the ground. That rock is just your fears. That rock is just you not trusting yourself to let go. You have to let go. You have to let go in order to move into something new. And that something new could be that same person. It could just be a new phase. It could just like it's a new phase of you, it could be a new phase of your relationship, or it could be somebody else, or it could be just a new phase of career, or it could be a new phase of a passion, or new hobby, a new mission, phase of your mission work, whatever it is, however that's resonating with you. It could be that you're in the same career, but you just have a new job. It could be that you're in the same mission work, but you just found a new purpose, what are they showing me? They're showing me like a new angle to that mission. So whatever it is, you can't hold yourself back. You can't hold yourself back out of fear, because that's just keeping you tethered. And sometimes, especially with the full moon in Sagittarius, you have to let go in order to move into this new cycle. And especially with the portals of the summer solstice coming up, and we're going to be feeling that energy throughout this week. The portal's already open. We're feeling that energy throughout this week. So especially with the summer solstice and this full moon energy, it's very intense, but it's all about letting go. It's all about being brave enough to let go, and being brave enough to move into that next cycle, to move into that next phase, to move into that next evolutionary part of your journey. Oh my gosh. Okay, I want to get one more card, and then we're going to get to the tarot. One more card, please. What energies do we need for this full moon in Sagittarius? Full moon in Sagittarius. Don't let pride get in your way. Okay, so the daily energy draw from today, June 17th. Is it the 17th? Yeah, June 17th. This card actually came out. Where are you holding yourself back out of pride? Where are you stopping yourself out of pride, out of stubbornness? Leo is very stubborn energy. It's a very proudful energy. It's a very strong energy, but it also can be stubborn in its lower vibration. And stubbornness just holds you back. So where are you holding yourself back? What do you need to let go of? And where is pride not letting you let go? Or conversely, where is pride not allowing you to move forward to what you truly want? Because, again, the full moon is also about its endings and beginnings all at once. It's a circle. There is no ending without a beginning. There is no beginning without an ending. It is seamless. It's a seamless cycle. As one energy ends, a new energy begins. So it's all about manifestation as well. As you're releasing, you're also manifesting, or setting the intentions at least, for what it is that you want to manifest. So let go of the things that you need to let go of, and don't let pride keep you from doing that. But conversely, Also, don't let pride keep you from manifesting and moving into what it is that you truly want, what it is that your heart desires, what it is that your soul is longing for. Don't let pride hold you back from having that abundant life, from having that love, that abundant love that it is that you want. And when we're saying love, we mean in general, not just relationships, but love in general, love in partnerships, love in career, love in financial matters, love in home life, just love in general, because everything is a frequency of love. So don't let your pride hold you back. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get, I'm being called to the Good Tarot deck. So what we're going to do is we're going to get some past, present, and future energies for surrounding this full moon in Sagittarius. And again, I am called to say Gemini. It is not Gemini. We just had the new moon in Gemini. It is Sagittarius. And I don't know why. Why did it keep saying Gemini? Why do you keep saying Gemini? Partnership. There's something about partnership around this full moon, and I feel like it's union energies. I feel like something is really shifting around this full moon for union energies. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to shuffle these cards, and we're going to get some past, present, and future energies. I want to get 3, 3, and 3 spirit. Let's do 3 for recent past energies for divine partners, 3 for current energies, and 3 for what we can expect coming up in the near future. Okay, thank you. All right. Okay, Spirit, can we get 3 for recent past energies for union surrounding this full moon? Recent past energies for divine partners. Whatever comes through, recent past energies for divine partners. Divine masculine, divine feminine. Recent past energies, please. Recent past energies. Recent past energies for divine partners. Recent past energies for divine partners. Wow. Wow. Recent past energies for divine partners. Recent past energies. Okay, I'll take them both. Yeah, okay. Yep. Bottom of the deck, we have the Fool. New beginnings and leaps of faith. That, I'm hearing, that's what's required of you. That's what's required of you. Leaps of faith for the new beginning. If you want the new beginning, don't let pride get in your way. You have to take that leap of faith. That's what they're saying. That's what's required of you. Okay, so in the recent past energies, we have the 9 of Water, which is 9 of Cups, the King of Fire, which is King of Wands, and we also have the 9 of Fire, 9 of Wands, and the Sun card. This is really amazing energy, but there's a word of caution here. So, amazing energy. I feel like for these divine counterparts, they have really stepped into this energy of acknowledging what their soul is wanting, acknowledging what their heart is wanting, not wanting to hold themselves back, knowing what their wishes are, especially for divine masculines and divine feminines, really holding the vision here, really wanting their dream to become a reality. For divine masculines, I feel like they're really wanting their wishes fulfilled, and they're seeing their divine feminine as their wish fulfillment. They're saying they're seeing her as the gem. You see this diamond here? They're seeing her as the diamond in their rough. So the diamond in their rough is so interesting. So the energy that I'm getting, what they're explaining to me is, it's almost like the divine masculine has been like, okay, that's so funny. Give me a second. Okay. It's almost like the divine masculine has, up until this point, seen themselves as like, okay, they're showing me Aladdin. So I'm going to use that as the description. And I had just talked about Aladdin in my Ascension Confessions video because I saw the movie last week. I've been listening to the soundtrack, so that might be why they're showing it to me now. But they're telling me that up until now, they saw themselves as like the proverbial street rat that Aladdin is. You know, the world sees Aladdin as a street rat, where he is that diamond in the rough. He is that diamond in the rough. He has that heart. He has that soul. He has that good sense. He's a good person. He is the divine masculine, but cloaked in like this distorted viewpoint. And what they're saying is, up until this point, they saw themselves in this sense. They saw themselves in the distorted masculine view, and the divine feminine really shone her light. His, her, doesn't matter, it's just energy. But the feminine really was shining her light, and through her love for the divine masculine really saw themselves, began to see themselves as the divine feminine was seeing themselves, as their diamond. So it's interesting because divine counterparts are mirrors for each other. And the divine masculine was seeing the divine feminine as this diamond, as this light, as this beautiful, like, goddess. But they couldn't see themselves in that same viewpoint. Divine feminines, they experienced this as well. They were almost putting their divine masculines on a pedestal for a while there as well, because they couldn't see their worth. And that's what was being healed. But the divine masculine sees their feminine as this diamond in their rough, like this shining light to the divine masculine's like roughness, their rough energy. Hi, baby. But now the divine masculine is starting to come to this realization that they're a diamond too, that what they're seeing in their divine feminine is just a reflection of themselves. You see all these gems around here as well, and she's kind of admiring them. The divine masculine is really starting to see their own divinity. They're really starting to see their own worth, and that it's not just the divine feminine, that they are equal partners. And they're starting to envision this wish fulfillment. They're starting to envision this lifelong partnership, this love, this equal love between the two now, because they are seeing themselves now as their divine feminine sees them. They're seeing them as themselves as the divine masculine, as the warrior, and not just in this distorted view that they were holding themselves in. I hope that makes sense, because we have the King of Fire here too, the King of Wands. The King of Wands is really it's giving me divine masculine energy. It's really somebody who takes action, somebody who is assertive, somebody who is passionate, and somebody who is sure of themselves. And you see the sun? You see the sun around here? You see the heart? This is the divine masculine energy. Somebody who is awakening to their own inner wisdom. Somebody who is awakening to the emotions in their heart. Somebody who is being illuminated to this connection. Somebody who is rising in their masculine energy, the sun being the masculine energy. This King of Fire there's a fire in their heart now, a fire for their own lives, wanting to make the change for their own lives, not wanting to see themselves as the world used to see them. They're saying, you can see me that way, but I don't see myself that way anymore. You can see me at however it is that you see me, but I am the divine masculine now. I am the divine counterpart to my feminine. And now they're seeing that they're deserving of this partnership, because they're seeing themselves as how the divine feminine has always seen them. It's like they're finally seeing themselves through the divine feminine's eyes. Now, this is for better or for worse. For better and for worse, Spirit just corrected me. For better and for worse. Because the divine masculine has also been looking at their shadow sides, seeing how they've been treating the divine feminine, looking at the shadow sides. But now it's like they don't want to treat their divine feminine that way anymore. They want to offer her something. They want to offer her the world. They want to offer her everything that she deserves. They want to offer her wish fulfillment, knowing that it's fulfilling their wishes as well, that this partnership is a wish for both of them. That all the divine feminine has ever wanted is for the divine masculine to step into this energy of their own divinity, to step into the truth of who they are, to lower the illusions, to get rid of the masks, to get rid of the toxic behaviors, to get rid of the poor habits, to get rid of the toxic energies in their lives, to stand up for themselves, to stand in their true power. And now here the divine masculine is stepping into their heart space, feeling their emotions, the flood of their emotions, being illuminated by this connection, stepping into their own internal wisdom and listening to their own intuition. That's all the divine feminine has truly wanted for the divine masculine. And the divine masculine is seeing that. And now the divine masculine is saying, I'm here. I am here as a divine masculine. However, there's a word of caution. both moving towards this happiness, both moving towards this sunshine, the sun being the happiest card in the deck. But we have the 9 and the 10 here, this being a completion number, 10 being a completion number, the 9 and the 10, I meant the 9 and the 1, equaling 10. We also have the 9 of fire, the 9 of wands. This is an energy of wounded warrior. This is an energy of feeling defeated on this journey, feeling tired on this journey, not sure how you can move on, not sure if you want to continue on, just having been, it's been a long journey. It's been a difficult journey towards this happiness, towards this wish fulfillment. And there's an energy here of, do I want to continue on? Can I keep moving on towards this wish fulfillment? Or am I feeling too defeated? Am I feeling too defeated? Am I going to block my heart? Am I going to keep blocking my heart? So it's an energy of caution not to block your heart, because you see how she has these stars in her hands? This is that wish fulfillment. You are so close to your wish fulfillment. You are so close to your happiness. The 10 is a closing of a cycle. It's a closing of this past energy where you were in this distorted energy, where you were both looking at yourself as unworthy, where you were both looking at yourself in this toxic energy. And now it's like you're so close that you might be feeling defeated. You might be feeling so tired, but you are a warrior. They're saying, stand up, stand up. Look how close you are to holding these wishes in your hands. Look how close you are to this happiness. Look how close you are to having everything you could ever want. They're saying, don't give up now. Don't give up now, because now you're in the energy of the King of Wands. Now you're in the energy of having everything that you could possibly ever want. Don't give up now. Don't give up now. Okay, where are we in the current energies? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Current energies. I'm going to take those two. Yeah, I'll take these. Transformation. This is a death card. This is what's happening right now. This relationship, this cycle is coming to a close. You're releasing so much. You're releasing the old you. And there's something new that's happening, especially this new transformation coming into this energy of the full moon, into this energy of this week. Really pivotal week. Between the full moon energies meeting, I'm seeing it's the full moon energies, because the full moon, the energies are a few days before and a few days after. It's residual energy. But it's merging with the energies of the solstice. And so what's happening is it's merging. Those energies are merging, they're saying, and it's creating this massive activation, this massive portal, and that portal is a transformation. It's creating a transformation for this relationship, for those who are ready to step forward into the next phase of your relationship, into this next phase of your ascension journey, into this next phase of your evolution. This is the death card in traditional tarot. This is the death of the old, the welcoming in of the new, the transformation. And if you watch I'll link in the description box, if you have missed the last few readings I've done, the death card keeps coming out. This transformation is massive. Here in the current energies, we have the 10 of Earth, which is the 10 of Pentacles. This is something lifelong of value coming into the 3D manifestations. This is the manifestations of something physical. This is what we're moving into. This is like the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is wishes fulfilled, every wish fulfilled, heart fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. Here, the 10 of Earth, the 10 of Pentacles, is the physical manifestations of that emotional fulfillment. It is career. It is a financial stability. It is commitment. It's relationship, lifelong partnership. It is abundance. It is fulfillment, complete fulfillment, but in the tangible, physical manifestation form, in the 3D. Amazing energy. This is it. This is your wishes fulfilled. Don't give up. Don't give up. Keep moving towards your sun. Keep moving towards your happiness. If you're still in this energy, if you're still resonating with this past energy, remember that energy is fluid and time's an illusion. So if you're still resonating with this past energy, don't give up, because this is what's coming in. Your every manifestation. Don't give up, because this is what you can have, this commitment, this loving relationship, this every dream fulfilled. every dream fulfilled in the tangible, in the 3D. We also have the messenger of water, which is the Page of Cups. I believe it's the Page of Cups. Give me a second. Let me just... No, hold on. I want to double check that. I'm getting communication. It's Cups energy, but I'm getting communication, but I want to just double check. Knight. It's the Knight. Okay. It's the Knight of Cups. But the energy that I'm getting is communication. There's communication coming in, which is even better than the Page of Cups because it's the Knight. And we had actually gotten that in the last reading as well. The Knight of Cups is forward movement. Forward movement. So the Page of Cups is a naive energy. And the Knight is somebody who is more self-assured because the Knight goes into battle. The Knight goes for what it is that they want. They have the confidence to go for what it is that they want. So, this is communication. This is an expression of the self. This is an expression of emotion. And they're pointing me to the Nautilus here. This is the spiral. This is moving into a deeper cavern of oneself, a deeper level of oneself. So the Nautilus, this is interesting. As I was writing my last book, what I had done research on the Nautilus. I had basically channeled that book, Lilac in Winter. If you guys are interested in checking it out, I have a link in the description box below. I basically channeled that book, and one of the chapters, one of the scenes was all about the Nautilus. And so I had to do a little bit of research on the Nautilus, and what I learned was, as the Nautilus grows, it's actually like a cephalopod. It's actual like a creature, a sea creature. And what happens is, as it grows, it builds new caverns, new structures. And as it grows, it's like, you see how here there are like striations here? These are like little rooms that the creature moves into as it grows, right? Deeper and deeper aspects of itself, moving into the spiral. That's the energy that they're giving me here. That's the analogy that they're giving me here. They're giving me that this is a deeper level of emotion here. This is a deeper level of expression here. This is a deeper level of the soul that both counterparts are moving into, a deeper level of this relationship, a deeper level of this union. So whatever expression of love is coming in here, it's going to be something of a higher level of commitment. It's going to be something tangible, they're saying, something more stable, something more committed. And it's going to be something more emotionally fulfilling, more emotionally expressive, something deeper, moving into this deeper level of oneself. And as divine counterparts become more aware of themselves emotionally, of what they're feeling, they're going to be more willing to express themselves, because as they express themselves, all they're doing is they're expressing the truth of who they are. As you express your emotions, you're expressing who you are. You're being honest with who you are. Because if you're just suppressing the emotions, you're just suppressing the truth of yourself. You're just lying to yourself. You're just deceiving yourself. And we're out of that energy. This is something that it's an energy of warmth. It's an energy of love. It's an energy of just, they're giving me all this water energy, all this water imagery. It's like the emotion is just flooding out of them, especially for the divine masculines. The emotion is just flooding out of them. It's just overcoming them. And it's like they're not going to have a choice but to express themselves. It's because they have anchored into this level of themselves where they're in their emotional body. They're really feeling their heart. They're really feeling their emotions, having come into this place of feeling their passion, understanding their emotions, understanding themselves. And feeling strong enough, this King of Fire energy, King of Wands energy, is really a place of, it's kind of like Emperor energy. It's the King of Cups and the King of Wands combined, and the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles, feeling stable, speaking their truth. But here it's an energy of passion meeting emotion, authority and control meeting emotion, confidence meeting emotion, and it's a beautiful energy. Like, this is divine masculine. This is the masculine in their full power. Passion and authoritative meeting emotions, feeling balanced in their emotions and being willing to express their emotions. It's a beautiful energy. Like, that is what we want from the divine masculines. Just like for the divine feminines, you know, feeling balanced in your emotions, feeling balanced in your power, feeling balanced in your energies. Here, it's very emotional, it's very expressive, but in a beautiful, loving way. It's forward motion, forward momentum with communications. Now here what we have is the Three of Earth and the Two of Earth, which is the Three of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. So very earthy energy here, very grounded energy here, which is wonderful because now we're not in that state of like fantasy anymore. It's not just about emotions. It's not just about, you know, dreaming and wishes. It's really about grounding that energy into the physical plane. And here, the Three of Earth is all about partnership. It's all about collaboration. It's all about teamwork. It's wanting to work together. And the Two of Pentacles, what I'm getting with this Three of Earth is now both partners want to balance this partnership. Two of Pentacles, it's been coming out for me a lot in personal readings. The energy that I sometimes get with that, I hate the Two of Pentacles traditionally because it's usually an energy of imbalance, right? It's usually an energy of juggling. But recently, the energy that I've been getting is coming more into balance, realigning your focus, realigning your priorities, knowing what it is that you need to prioritize, and learning how to juggle accordingly, knowing how to balance yourself accordingly, knowing how to balance your life accordingly, according to what it is that you want to manifest, knowing according to what it is that you want to prioritize, according to what it is that means the most to you. So what I'm getting with this Three of Earth and the Two of Earth, with the Three of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles, is divine masculines and divine feminines are really coming into this place of, especially divine masculine energy here, is learning how to balance this partnership, wanting to prioritize this partnership, not wanting to focus on everything else, and that energy of juggling so much, juggling work, juggling other relationships, juggling family, juggling career, juggling finances. That energy was creating such an imbalance for them, and it was pulling the focus away from this partnership. Now they're understanding that as they focus on this partnership, things are coming more into balance. Because this partnership, what they were doing was they were just resisting this. And as they come out of that place of resistance, as they focus more on this partner, everything else is coming into alignment. And they're not going to have to fight to juggle anymore. Because things are coming more into balance. Because this partnership is about balance. This partnership is about teamwork. This partnership is about equality. And as you come into this union, you realize that it's creating more harmony in the relationship. And as it creates harmony in the relationship, it's creating harmony within your life, in all areas of the life. And so they're realizing that they don't have to juggle anymore. They're realizing that they are coming into balance here. Amazing, amazing energies. I don't know what I'm saying when I'm channeling, so I really hope that I'm articulating the energies well. It's beautiful energies. This is amazing energies, especially with all the intensity that we've been feeling. A lot of revelations. I'm getting the energy of a lot of revelations happening here, especially with this current energy. Especially for the divine masculines, a lot of revelations happening about how they want this partnership, how they want to express themselves, and how not only can they balance this now, but that it's creating more harmony within all areas of their life as they focus on this relationship, where they weren't focusing on this relationship before, and it was causing chaos. It was causing imbalance, not just within the relationship, but within all aspects of their lives. And for those, because this is fated, this is destined, two of you coming together to create equality and harmony and balance. And as you balance your relationship, that trickles out. It's that love, that expansive love. As you come into that love with each other, that trickles out into the rest of your life, into all other aspects of your life. And it's like they're seeing that. It's like this is a place of grounded energy. This Two of Pentacles is a place of groundedness, true balance. Not that juggling energy, not that frantic juggling energy. This is a place of, I've got this. I've got this. Because I'm willing to put the effort into this teamwork now. I'm willing to put the effort into this relationship now. I'm willing to work together now. And no more of that imbalance in the relationship. It's working together. Both of you focused on this relationship and putting in that effort together. That's what's going to create this balance. Beautiful. All right, what can we expect for the near future energies? What can we expect for the near future energies, please? Near future energies, please. Near future energies. Yep. Near future energies. I'm not going to take those. Your future energies, please. We have on the bottom of the deck the Three of Cups for near future energies. This is celebration. This is union. This is coming together to celebrate, to enjoy one another, to it's a harmony. It's a union card. It's a coming together card. Coming together to celebrate this reunion. Beautiful. And what do we have here? Oh my gosh. I want to get a clarifier for that. Give me 1 second. What did I just say about reunion? 6 of Cups on the bottom of the deck again. Reunion. Reunion. Past life relationships coming back together. This is reunion. Okay. So, give me 1 second. Here we have, in the near future energies, we have the King of Water, which is King of Cups. We have the 6 of Earth, which is 6 of Pentacles. And we have the 7 of Air and the Queen of Air. So 7 of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. Sorry, guys. My dogs flip out when I see another dog passing. So we have the King of Water, which is the King of Cups. Remember when I was saying that it's like the King of Wands and the King of Cups coming together? This is it. This is it. King of Cups is all about expressing themselves, feeling emotionally mature enough to express themselves, stepping into their place of true power, into their place of authenticity, so that they can express themselves, knowing who they are, and as they know who they are, they're willing to express their truth. They're willing to express their emotions because they're so certain of their emotions. That's the energy that I was getting with this King of Fire as well, with this King of Wands. It's feeling like they're in control of their lives now, feeling like they're in control of their emotions, feeling like they're in control of themselves, and so now they're more willing to step forward into their life, take the reins of their life. It's truly Emperor energy. It's truly divine masculine energy. The King of Cups is amazing. Also, what they're pointing me to is the 6 of Pentacles, which is all about reciprocity. It's all about balancing the relationship. It's all about give and take, equal give and take. Balance. It's pure balance. With the King of Water, they want to express themselves where there was an expression before, is what I'm hearing. Where there was an emotion before, where they were holding back before. Now they want to balance this energy. Now they want to balance the emotions within the relationship and express themselves, express their emotions to provide that balance within the relationship. Now, we also have this is coming up. This is communication that's coming up. This is reciprocity that's coming up in the near future. Again, take the energies as they resonate for you at the time that you're watching this. So we also have the 7 of Air and the Queen of Air, which is 7 of Swords and Queen of Swords. And the 7 of Swords is an interesting energy. There's a lot of different interpretations for it. So that's why I want to get some clarification. Traditionally, it could be about deception. It could be about resistance. It could be about lying to oneself or lying to others, betrayal. With the Queen of Air here, what I'm getting is they're no longer holding back. They're escaping that past toxic behavior that had them just deceiving themselves, that had them resisting this, that had them betraying the connection, that had them just betraying themselves. The energy that I'm getting with the Queen of Air, who is very certain, who is speaking her truth, who is acknowledging her own wisdom. And I'm going to link it in the description box below because we got the Queen of Air in a daily energy draw just last week, and it's the same energy that I'm getting here. We actually had this very same card. It's the same energy that I'm getting here. The Queen of Swords is somebody who knows her worth, knows her wisdom, speaks her truth, holds that sword as a sword of power, that sword of truth as a sword of power. She speaks her truth. And she is confident in her truth because she's confident in who she is. So there's no more, with this 7 of Air, I wanted to clarify it because there's no more, they're escaping from this behavior. They are removing themselves from this toxic behavior. They're no longer denying the connection. They're no longer deceiving themselves. They're no longer escaping from this connection. They're no longer, dare I even say it, they're no longer using these avoidant tactics because the 7 of Swords in traditional tarot is somebody who is quite literally escaping from something, kind of sneakily running away. And you see how he's kind of like holding on to these swords, almost like he's stealing the swords and running. He's holding on to his truth and running away with it. It's avoidant. It's avoidance. He's avoiding seeing the truth. He's avoiding himself. He's just deceiving himself or deceiving others. But as you deceive others, it's really because you're deceiving yourself, because as within, so without. We say that a lot. But it's true. As within, so without. If you're deceiving others, you're just deceiving yourself. If you're betraying others, you're just betraying yourself. So here, they are removing themselves from that energy and stepping into their Queen of Swords energy, really stepping into their power, really stepping into their truth, to express their truth, to express their emotions, to say, this is who I am, and I am proud of who I am. And now I can express my emotions because I know who I am, I know what I feel, and I know that I want this balance in this relationship now. Amazing, amazing energies. All right, we're going to continue. I'm going to draw 2 more decks. I'm being called to the angel, romance angels, and I'm called to the angel answers. So we're going to draw these 2 decks for the remainder of this reading, for this full moon in Sagittarius. And then we will see what is up. So let's see, how are they relating to each other? How's the divine masculine and the divine feminine relating to each other? So we'll draw a card for the masculine and we'll draw a card for the feminine. How are they relating to each other with this full moon in Sagittarius? How are they relating to each other? Divine masculine energies, please. Divine masculine energies. Divine feminine. Oh, shit. Okay. Divine feminine energies, please. So we have stay optimistic about your love life for the divine masculine and playfulness for the divine feminine. I almost feel like these energies are either reversed or like they're for both of them. Because I feel like both the divine masculine and the divine feminine are in a place where they need to stay optimistic about their love life. The energy that I'm getting here for the divine masculines is they might have had a tower moment recently, which shook the foundation of this relationship. They might have lost a little bit of faith in this relationship. They might have lost a little bit of faith in themselves. And so the energy here is there is something being offered to them, but they just were not looking. They were just not willing to look at it. But they have to stay optimistic. They have to have faith in this. And now they have to turn and look and see what was always being offered to them and take action towards it. Take action. Again, don't let pride stand in your way. Take action towards what it is that you want. But have faith. Have faith that everything is working out as it's meant to work out. Also, for the divine feminines, have faith. You know, you might have had a tower moment as well that you kind of lost faith in this connection, that you kind of lost faith in your divine masculine. Have faith. Stay optimistic. Also, it's energy for both. It really is. Both of you come back to this place of playfulness. Both of you come back to this place of, it's almost like healing inner child energy. Healing your inner child, coming back to that place of innocence for yourselves. Come back to that place of joy. Come back to that place of, I channeled this in one of the past readings, the recent readings. Remember when you first met each other? How joyful and how playful that connection was? How you felt before all the triggers started, before all the challenges and the obstacles got in your way? Do you remember that? They're saying go back to that because that is the true nature of this connection. It was just the soul sludge that got in the way. It was just the karma that got in the way that you had to clear out. But now those cycles are ending, especially with this full moon, especially with the summer solstice energy. Both of those energies merging, that cycle has come to a close, and you're at a new phase in not only your relationship, but in your own evolution. So come back in your ascension journey. So come back to that place because that is the true heart of this connection. That love that you feel for each other, that playfulness, that enjoying one another. And at the bottom of the deck here, we have flirt and extend your lighthearted energy to others. That lighthearted energy, this relationship has been intense. It's been an intense journey, but it doesn't have to be. It was only intense because of the healing work that was being done. But you remember the playfulness, the lightheartedness, the love that was there. They're saying to remember the love that was there in the beginning, because that is the foundation of this relationship, of this connection. That is the heart of this connection. And now it's about getting back to the heart of the matter. Now it's about getting back to the heart of the connection, which is that love and that joy and that harmony and that bliss. And they're saying that is what union is. And especially for those of you who are resonating with this, you're coming into the process of union. Don't let your fear hold you back. Don't let anything, your resistance, hold you back. Stay optimistic that you can come back into this energy of playfulness and love for one another. It's going to take effort. It's going to take work on both parts. It's going to take focus and teamwork and balancing. But it's worth it. It is worth it. If you so choose it to be, it is worth it to not only recapture the love of this relationship, which is the true foundation of this connection, but to recapture and go forward into this Ten of Pentacles energy. This wish is fulfilled. This bringing this into the physical world, anchoring that into the physical world, renewing the love that you have for one another, and moving forward together. Moving forward into commitment and to a relationship together, into union together. All right, we are going to get some angel answers, and then we're going to close out. I feel like time doesn't make sense anymore. I feel like I've been talking for 5 minutes and it's been an hour. I feel like I've been channeling for 5 minutes. And it's been an hour. This is crazy. Okay. What do you have for this divine couple? What do you have for this divine couple? What messages do you have for this divine couple for the full moon in Sagittarius energy? Spirit, what do you have for this divine couple? What do you have for this divine? Thank you. The situation will improve. Believe in this. Know that this union is protected. Know that you're both protected, that you'll be provided for, that you're being guided. Trust in this. Have faith in this. Know that no matter how dire the situation seems right now, no matter how hopeless it seems right now, how painful and difficult it seems right now, things will only improve because you have the angels and your spirit team behind you who are guiding this. And this is fated. This is destiny. You two coming together. This is meant to be, and it will come together in divine timing as it's meant to be. It will improve. The situation will improve. Things will get better. You'll come back to this harmony. You'll come back to this bliss. You'll come back to this place of forgiveness. You'll come back to this love. Let's get one more card. One more card, please. One more. I have a feeling two want to come out, but one more card. What messages do you have to say? What other messages, please, Spirit? What other messages? What final message do you have to say for this divine couple? Big, happy changes. Does it get any better than that? I'm just going to leave it there. Big, happy changes. Does it get any better than that? And I just want to point out on the bottom of the deck, forgiveness. Forgiveness. Big, happy changes. And the situation will improve. Have faith. Have faith. Forgive each other. Come back to love for one another. Come back to that harmony. Come back to that bliss. Express yourselves. Both of you work on this relationship. Both of you make the effort. Because that's how this comes about. These big happy changes. All right, you guys. Beautiful reading for a pretty intense energy for this full moon in Sagittarius. We'll be back on Wednesday with union energy. See what's going on for the union, kind of like this, but we use traditional tarot and it's not as long. And then we have the daily energy draws going up every day this week, and then we'll have a divine partnership reading looking at the masculine energies, the feminine energies, and the union energies between them on Friday. So make sure, if this is resonating with you, that you like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment, and let me know what's going on in your own journey. Send you guys so much love, so much light, and we'll see you soon.